Some things in this life are just black and white, like 1 and 1 will always be 2, right? This Lessons Learned is all about absolutes, and the more I live, the more I know that everything can be interpreted. Look at how many people over centuries have interpreted the Bible and sacred texts, and look at how many people interpret political parties and political aspirations. For example, we go to some disciplines like physics or chemistry or mathematics, and we say, well, those are always absolutes, right? I'm not so sure. And when I talk about there being a grade, not so much to interpret ethos or ethics, or to be able to say, I can say that everything depending on how I feel is right or wrong. I do want to say that circumstances and backstory matter. For example, 1 + 1 = 2, right? Well, say I show you this backstory. We're going to go to a lab and I show you a slide, or in this instance, a clear Pyrex, and my stevia dropper of liquid stevia. And I place into this slide or Pyrex 1 drop of stevia. That's 1 drop. And now on top of that drop, I post or drop another drop. And I ask you, how many drops are there? You will say 2, because I saw you put 1 + 1 = 2. Perfect. However, you know the backstory. If I ask you to come into my lab and I ask you to look in with scientific proof what you see on my slide to put under a microscope or in my Pyrex clear jar, you're going to say there is 1 drop of your stevia. 1 + 1, my friends, I have goosebumps when I say this, = 1. Sometimes when we don't know someone's backstory and we judge just what comes to mind or just the outside, we jump to the conclusions, the derivations, the backstory that we have that might not be true. So I'm learning now, shut up, be a little more compassionate, and I don't know people who are more opinionated than I am, so this might be my Lenten work. I just have to say that everybody has a backstory, and there is a way to interpret everything, including how I've just shown you. 1 + 1 is 1. 1 raindrop that falls and another raindrop falls and lands on that drop. They are 1 raindrop that you look and see. Sometimes 1 + 1 is 2. And sometimes 1 + 1, even under a microscope, you're still going to see, if it's water drop plus water drop, 1 H2O. There's no such thing as 2 H2O. Therefore, my friends, backstory creates meaning, and compassion can go a long way. With love in my heart and a firm commitment to spread wellness without walls, I'm Lawrence, expressing my gratitude to you for listening and for just sometimes having an open mind that not everything is black and white, that sometimes we can learn to rejoice, even if discomfort and not knowing make us feel uncertain about life, in the unclear, that sometimes there is a gray.